Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and it's time for part 2 of the Monday Q&A, and this one's got a little bit of TRT and anabolic questions that I feel comfortable answering, so let's discuss that. How is it to live with TRT for the rest of your life? Does it make you feel tied down and dependent on it? Did you get it from your doctor or buy it from someone else? What if you went broke and couldn't afford it? What if you have to go on vacation for a month or have to travel? How do you get it then, or how do you take it with you? Does it interfere with your plans or life? Well, here's the thing with this. Most of them that you're getting are going to be a once a week or once every other week injection. So if you're getting it even through your doctor legitimately, that's not an issue to be gone for up to 2 weeks. And the next question kind of ties in with the rest of what if you can't get it anymore and you know you need it, you can't get it, you're low on money, and you need to travel or any of those things. A lot of prescriptions are now available now in some countries with the testosterone under couldnt, which is 1 injection every 3 months. It's 4 injections a year. And even if you're broke, most people can afford this. And I'm not necessarily telling you where to get it, but I know for a fact in the country I live in right now on the black market, those kits are available for about $30 US. I could get one right now, order it, and have it tomorrow. $30. And that's 3 months worth. And that's black market prices, not to mention a prescription copay, if you actually have insurance covering it. So for someone who really needs to do a lot of traveling, they're on TRT, $30, and they're set for 3 months. They don't need another injection. They're good to go. They go travel, do whatever they want for the next 12 weeks. So no, it doesn't really necessarily tie you down depending upon what your prescription looks like or what you're using for it. And there are other long-term options that are becoming more viable now. All right, next question. Do steroids increase the ability of your CNS? In other words, they allow you to have as much more muscle mass, but do they allow your muscles to have an increased work capacity? That's 2 separate questions. CNS activation and work capacity are 2 different things. Or are people on gear stronger simply because they have so much more muscle to work with? It's actually all of the above, and it really depends on the drug. You made a very blanket statement, steroids. Well, you should have specified an individual drug, because I can tell you right now a very, very androgenic drug like trenbolone will massively increase your CNS output. It will make you stronger with the same amount of muscle you have. That's why a lot of strength athletes like to use it right in their meet prep. But it also can cause a lot of recovery issues, cortisol issues. It reduces work capacity. Whereas there are others that don't have that same CNS push that will improve work capacity. They will let you do more sets with the same weight. They will increase endurance. They'll increase cardiovascular endurance and stamina. They'll give you the ability to run 2 hours longer before you run out of steam in a marathon. And that's more compounds like boldenone or nandrolone, whereas in something like testosterone is a nice middle balance between all of those. So it really varies. So when you make a statement like that, it really varies, but it is something you need to be aware of if you are a competitive athlete and you're going to have to compete against guys who are on gear and say you natural guys who are choosing not to. Yeah, they're going to be able to structure their use of their drugs for things like a stronger CNS push so that they can lift a little more weight and get more total nervous system activation out of a single lift at the same body weight and muscle mass. So they have an advantage there, and they're going to be able to structure stuff to where they can train with higher workloads and capacities for longer and recover faster. So a lot of them do dramatically enhance that work capacity and recovery. So that is something you need to be aware of if you're competing against guys who are on them. For those who are curious, who don't know much about them, and they're obviously this guy doesn't know much about it, so he's someone who's natty, he might be trying to compete against people who are natty. Yeah, that you're going to be at a clear disadvantage even with the same amount of muscle mass if that person knows what they are doing. All right, next question. Is Ali G the greatest troll in your opinion? Baron-Cohen seems to have been trolling before trolling was cool. Yeah, I know this isn't a fitness question, but I happen to be quite a fan, so I'm going to answer it anyways. I love Ali G's stuff. Now, a lot of you probably know him from Borat, and Borat was really pretty good. He did troll pretty good, but I am a bigger fan of his Ali G work because it is really fantastic trolling, and it's done on the television level for the world to see, and the quality of trolling there is just as good as the best internet trolling. So he's definitely was a troll before trolling was cool. So you have to give Cohen credit for that. And for those of you who have no idea what I'm talking about, just type in Ali G into YouTube and find just some of his clips from the TV show. The dude is funny. Alright guys, so that's really all I have to say on that today. I hope it has been informative, and I will talk to you guys next time in part 3.